BirdKeeper Toby wanted a civil war. Yeah, here is a civil war. Not actually. Actually, yes, civil war. Okay, no, not actually. Hey out there, Bulbatube fans, Professor Bulba here, ready to talk to you about a little fire that I set on YouTube. Apparently my last video about why I hate clickbait set a little fire in people's hearts, and they made some interesting replies to it. So I want to address those replies specifically to two YouTubers that I respect, and that is TrueGreen7 and Pokemon Insider. It's gonna be an in-depth video, so just stay tuned, okay? What is clickbait? Clickbait is making something visually appealing by image or text enough to make a person want to click on it. Whether you know it or not, you are surrounded by it all the time. Look at Facebook. Anything that is, she peeled a banana, but what she did next you won't believe. Or, McDonald's new executive decision changes the company forever. Both are designed to capture the imagination of the viewer and make them think, wonder what that could be. If curious enough, the viewer will click to see. I think one type of clickbait that has been around for a while is the red circle of doom, or the what the fuck are they looking at circle. Fundamentally, and well, frankly speaking, all thumbnails on YouTube are clickbait. Where clickbait becomes a problem is where deception is involved. When the answer you are seeking isn't presented at all, or worse, when it's just false information. I say it's deception because false advertising is being used for someone else's gain. Your click and view equals benefit for the source. In other words, your time is their money. Gaining money. So, with the world already filled with clickbait, it is a bit upsetting to see people you look up to, aka Poketubers, using clickbait to reel in their audience members. My previous unscripted, uncensored rant on the subject of clickbait created quite a lot of discussion, and I thank everyone who spoke their thoughts. I always look forward to hearing your opinions. Before I get into the meat of the matter, I want to say that I respect both of these YouTubers. I may have a completely different view on YouTube, as it's just a hobby for me and I'm not in it for monetary gain. I'm here to make friends, obscure videos, and most of all, just have fun. Thus, as a YouTuber, I won't ever reach the high levels of subs that people seek, as that's not what I'm here for. If I was, I would definitely take a different approach to YouTube, including how I do thumbnails, titles, and my videos in whole. Like I said, I respect both these YouTubers greatly. No disrespect meant. I'm just replying to their thoughts. Sorry, Toby, but no civil war here today.
Or so you would like to think, noob.
Basically, Pokemon Insider is stating that if the writing is there in a title, doesn't matter where, it's the viewer's fault for not seeing it, so therefore if they click on a video, it's their fault. He's saying that it's the aesthetic appeal that matters most, and yes, that is true, that is how TV commercials work too. The writing is there, you just need to stop the commercial, get a magnifying glass, and spend an hour reading it. Both Pokemon Insider and TrueGreen7 make a point to say that the point of a thumbnail is to draw people in. They both make a great point, saying that all thumbnails are technically clickbait, and I don't disagree with this. In essence, yes, that is exactly its sole purpose. An attractive picture or title will influence someone to click on that video. But then it raises the question of, is it morally justifiable to mislead someone into clicking on your video? My thoughts are this. If the video shows exactly what is being offered in the title and or thumbnail, then yes, because no morality is being dampened here. If a person is making a thumbnail that is irrelevant to the video for the sole purpose of gaining a view, then that is wrong. Why is it wrong? Because deception is being used to gain something. Reading this wall of text was at first confusing. It was all over the place, and I think it must have been wrote hastily in a frustration because most of it is a straw man argument. A straw man is a common form of argument and is an informal fallacy based on giving the impression of refuting an opponent's argument while actually refuting an argument that wasn't even there. He says, your cult for action definitely hurts Poketubers who make videos that aren't clickbait. Okay. My call to action is simply this. Call people out on their bullshit, plain and simple. I don't think it hurts Poketubers everywhere, nor should it. Unless a Poketuber uses deception to gain views, then yeah, People should call that out. Why stand for being deceived? Remember guys, if nothing changes, nothing changes. I definitely agree with TrueGreen7 that the term clickbait is thrown out unnecessarily and is used incorrectly a lot. TrueGreen7 says, some Poketubers release videos that have a title like Top 10 Mega Evolutions for Sun and Moon, and people attack the YouTuber calling the video clickbait even though it's agreed upon by all Poketubers and decent fans that 4 replaces in when talking about speculation. Wait, what? When? Was there like a meeting of Poketubers, a council that passed this law? And what do you mean by decent fans? Are you saying there's undecent fans, that you rank your fans accordingly? I don't know what you mean by that, but I think that's kind of treading messy water. He continues with, and only a person that is ignorant about the topic will be misled to think that the video is talking about a person's 10 favorite Mega Evolutions out of a bunch of revealed to be in Sun and Moon. There's a major flaw here. TrueGreen7 seems to have confirmation bias. Just because you as a YouTuber have the knowledge base and are up to date on the recent news, doesn't mean all your viewers are. In fact, many viewers learn about news from YouTubers. He goes on to say, people also attack YouTubers who put attractive quotation mark clickbait thumbnails when the title perfectly represents the video topic perfectly. That's preposterous. The thumbnail is supposed to be attractive. That's the point, but you're calling upon viewers to take action even though they aren't fit to judge. Wait, what? Oh, and you're fit to decide who's allowed to judge. Where did you obtain said power? Not sure where that came from, as that is not what I said at all. Hashtag strawman argument. Somewhere Arceus is looking down upon us and thinking, my God, what have I created? Here is where I start to separate from TrueGreen7 and find myself wondering if his wall of text was definitely a product of fueled rage. He says, just get over it. You clicked on a video, it's not what you thought it was. Either watch the video to see if you enjoy it in general or click the backwards button. There is no reason to be angry over losing 10 seconds of your life, especially if you don't fully understand the situation. This whole mob mentality is so stupid, and getting angry over something as trivial as wasting 10 seconds because of your own lack of information is dumb.
Ouch. So I am dumb for clicking on your video?
First of all, a video isn't 10 seconds long. People who watch the video to try and find out information that the thumbnail or title says it offers. It's understandable that people would be upset when it's not there. They lose their time, and the YouTuber gains possible revenue and a view. This sort of mentality where people need to get over being fooled because it's not what they thought it was is exactly what is wrong with the world. Yeah, you bought this pool. Yeah, it's not the same size shown in the picture. Meh, get over it. No, don't get over it. Stand up and say something. If something isn't right, then say so. That goes for all aspects of life, my friends. If you ever feel that you're being taken advantage of, or if you've been deceived or ripped off, don't let it slide. Say something. Stand up for yourself.
Empower yourself, tiny mortals.
TrueGreen7 continues to say, this is a competitive time. A lot of us are making non-Sun and Moon related Pokemon videos that get no views because Sun and Moon videos are the top when you search Pokemon on YouTube, even though our videos take way more time or effort to make. People shouldn't attack people for making Sun and Moon videos, especially when the content is well made. I totally respect that. TrueGreen7 is one of the YouTubers out there that makes quality, like super good quality videos and puts a lot of time and effort into it, even down to the little sound effects that go with everything. You like layers upon layers put onto this work. But I have to disagree because basically you were saying because you're not getting views that it's okay to use deception. The only way to compete with people is to lie. I can't relate. What I can relate to, however, is the frustration of when you make a kick-ass video and you go to read the comments hoping for validation on your hard work and you come across,
oh my God, this is clickbait.
It hurts. It makes me as a YouTuber feel unvalued and it diminishes the hard work I put into a video. This of course is when it's uncalled for. If you don't like a video, fine, say so, just don't go throwing C-bombs around. However, if someone straight up makes a YouTube video where the title and thumbnail don't deliver what is proposed, then yeah, it is fair for people to state their mind about being upset. And I stand by that. To reiterate, as for thumbnails, attractive thumbnails plus accurate titles equal fair game so long as it matches the actual content that is being provided. TrueGreen7 always does an amazing job of making his thumbnails exactly that. Clickworthy. Where it becomes questionable is in the sun and moon one that he himself brought up. This is where TrueGreen7 experiences the assertion of clickbait, and possibly justifiably so. With this thumbnail and this title, I'm sorry to say, but it definitely comes across as something that is for sure. There is no hint that anything other than 10 evolutions in Pokemon Sun and Moon are there. It wasn't until later that after people complained that the final part of the title, quotation mark, that I want, was added in. I can imagine why people lashed out against it. I'd be upset too, but you know what? I've done something similar.
You media whore.
I made a gag video about Chin Pokemon and misrepresented it as something that it wasn't. This was just a week before April Fool's. I just wanted to do it early. I was excited. I got people's hopes up. They were let down. People couldn't enjoy the video I spent time creating because they couldn't look past their disappointment. I was wrong. I tried changing the title, but even then I felt bad. My aim wasn't to gain views, it was just to have fun. But from the comments, I could see how and why people were upset and weren't having fun because they were misled. I was wrong. I was being deceptive. I apologize. Here's an example of a video where people scream clickbait, but I disagree with it 100%. This is a thumbnail for the video. The video gave you exactly what was offered. A Bulbasaur hoodie. Yes, having Samantha in my thumbnail did make people more apt to click. However, there was no deception used at all. The video gave people exactly what they came for. A Bulbasaur hoodie. Okay, and boobs. Mostly boobs. Fine, just boobs. But the hoodie was reviewed and it encompassed boobs. Basically, I'm saying that I didn't deceive anybody because there was a lot of Bulbasaur hoodie and a lot of boobs and a lot of them together. Clickbait would be like if I said that she was in the video but wasn't at all, because you're clicking on it for the sole purpose of seeing it, but if it's not there, that's clickbait. I look at people like Proto Mario who explicitly always state in their title theory and make it clear that what they are saying is theory, not fact, theory. If you want a perfect example of how thumbnails should be, check out Mystic Umbreon. His thumbnails and titles are spot on. They clearly state and mark their intentions and deliver accordingly. And then some. Plain and simple, all I'm asking of the YouTube community is to be honest. Don't present theories and speculations as facts. Represent your videos for what it really is. Saying someone is stupid or ignorant for clicking on clickbait is admitting to fault. They're admitting that they recognize there is deception happening, and what's worse is they blame the victim. That's like saying it's okay to scam someone out of money because it's their fault for falling for it, simply because they were too stupid enough to go along with it. I've learned from my mistakes through the feedback of my audience, and hopefully others recognize constructive criticism in the form of C-bombs as well, when it's legit. It's not something to be offended by, it's something to reflect on. Take a moment and think, am I giving my audience what I'm telling them I'm giving them? If not, then maybe that's clickbait. Maybe your audience is justified in calling you out and doing it. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope my message is coming across clear. I'm not hating on anyone nor giving anyone negative press. I just want the Pokemon community to be honest with their viewers and not feel the need to use deception to gain views. All the videos I've mentioned have links in the description below. Shoutouts to them. Thank you. This is why I love the Pokemon community, because it can create discussion like this. This is very stimulating, and I think it actually presses matters that are current and relevant. So thank you. I look forward to your responses. Hopefully this can stay civil. This has been Professor Bulba, signing out.